Good evening. Welcome to Straight Street. My name is Chris Cooley. I am a Protestant, non-denominational lover of Jesus Christ. I am not a preacher. I'm not a prophet. I am a teacher. I am a prayer. This channel is designed for younger Christians, not necessarily younger people, but people who are younger in the faith. Obviously, you can tell that this is a new channel. This is only the fourth video, season 1, episode 4, and for what it is, I know that right now there's not anyone watching. I'm being obedient. It's an important thing that even when no one is looking, even when no one is listening, that you would do that thing that you know to do. And I mentioned on the last video that a lot of getting this faith into you is a matter of exercise and repetition, right? And tonight, I'm on my way to bed. Actually, I'm on my way to take a bath and then go to bed. But I had intended to just go ahead and miss, there's nobody watching or listening anyway. But I was listening to another YouTuber, Esther's Way. Her name is Tony. And obviously, her show tonight was for me. So I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and get up and move around and do what I know to. So, what I wanted to mention just real quick, she was talking about, what's the point of all of this YouTube anyway? But then she said, you've gone through something just so someone else could know that, that the Lord would rescue you out of it, and you're there for that other person who is only going to be able to hear it from someone who's gone through it, or words to that effect. I'm paraphrasing. She said it much better. I mentioned before that the Lord had given me permission to speak about, my own experience in regard to being a Christian, to walking with Him. So I'll just touch on that for just a moment. I mean, I could go on, and I will. But, really, 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 I only wanted to come on here just now to check that box. I did the sets, I did the reps, I practiced the discipline, which is, it's a big deal. Even when, as a brand new Christian, right? You may have had this huge spiritual experience, and now you're in what those in addiction recovery call a pink cloud season, where everything around you see God in everything. I believe that it was C.H. Spurgeon. He gave a sermon, and he made an analogy of Christianity. He likened it to being conscripted into an invading army. Okay? So you're in this nation that is oppressed, right? And then another force comes in and they invade. And to say invade is just means that, the land had been occupied by one force and now it has been pierced through by the other force, invaded. Not to say that the invaders are the bad guys, so to speak, because there's a term also called invading heroes, right? Which is what, the U.S. like to think of themselves as when they go over there. Anyway, I digress. In that, he mentioned that your first experience with God is like you've been in a war zone. You've lived your life in a war zone. And now you see something different, something other than what you've always seen. And it leaves you injured, right? Of course it did. You're injured even if you don't know it. And you're brought in to the infirmary, God's infirmary, right? So in a hospital, in a military hospital, you're brought in, they work on you, that miracle worker surgeon Jesus operated on you right there, gave you a heart transplant on the spot, right? And now you are convalescing. You are in recovery. And you should stay there as long as it takes for you to recover, right? But there is a difference between recovering and healing. Healing takes a lot longer than recovery.